Alright, next up in our little throwback wrestling figure reviews, we have Ultimate Warrior from the Series 17 of the WWE Legends. I also believe this is a Target exclusive. I think this whole line of Legends only goes to Target. So here we have a very different looking warrior, not the warrior that I am most fan of in terms of design. I like the classic look, of course, as always. But here we have him. Looks pretty good through the packaging. Here's the side art. Here's the back, and it's the series that includes AJ Styles, Ultimate Warrior, Ken Shamrock, which I was actually a fan of as a kid, and then Shawn Michaels, the face painted powerhouse known as the Dingo Warrior, dominated the competition before blazing a road to WWE. Here's the other side of the box, and there's the front again. Let's get them open. So not sure why the box says Ultimate Warrior if this is supposed to be the Dingo Warrior when he first kind of appeared. They should just put Dingo Warrior, but I guess because he does come with an Ultimate Warrior head sculpt, maybe that's why. That way you can just swap between the two versions of his characters. So that's cool. Comes with this alternate head sculpt with the long hair, and this is definitely Ultimate Warrior right there. You can see the figure comes packed in with a pair of fists there. We get two other alternate sets of hands here. So the first pair here is gonna be the open hands, and then the last but not least pair is the grabby hands right there. No title belt with this figure. I always like getting title belts, but nothing with this release here. Alright, so looking at the figure, out of the box he has the arm warped, spread apart type of deal here. It tends to be a trend with the WWE Mattel figures, and I can't get it to go down. I think a lot of it is in part due to the arm bands here, which really, um, there's no way around that. It's touching the inside of his torso, so there is no like air gap between the two. That's just how far down his arms are gonna go. You can't get his arms straight down, so you're gonna have to display him with the arms spread apart. Now, overall, the figure actually looks good. I like it more than I thought I would. The face sculpt is pretty darn good. It's a very good face sculpt. It's got the open mouth with the teeth showing. The tongue is in there too. It's got the mustache and the short hair. It looks good. It really does look pretty good for a regular elite, not a ultimate figure. So that's cool. One thing I noticed on mine, this leg is a little loose. That's something I've been noticing a lot with Mattel WWE figures, is the looseness on their figures. Whether it's the head, the neck, a leg, or an arm, or wrist, there's always something loose on one of my figures. Now, Kane wasn't that bad. I didn't see anything wrong with him, but this one has a little bit of a loose leg, which I hate looseness. Say what you want about Marvel Legends, about how much they cost, but I've never really experienced any crazy looseness on my figures out of the box, straight out of the package. So, but that's something I hope they fix. I know this is an older release. Maybe they fixed it already, and I just don't know. But other than that, it looks great. I love that the regular elites are pretty highly articulated as they are. I mean, he's got an ab crunch in there. I remember when ab crunches were a deluxe selling point, and now they're just standard, which is how it should be. He's also pinless. That's another key thing to point out, that he's pinless, and that's awesome to see. Now, my little tassels here for this side is warped out of the box. That's why it keeps going up on the arm. It should just be laying back here like this one, but the way it was packaged, now it's warped. This one should be an easy fix with some hot and cold air or water, whatever you want to use as your heat or cold source. But the knees are pinned. That is worth noting, but they are going to be covered by the knee pads and the little tassels down here, um, on the shins, so that's okay. As for the articulation, the heads on these figures always sit on a ball joint. I would prefer um, a ball joint like a barbell like this, because you can get some head tilting. The hinges are cool, but this one doesn't have one, so he doesn't look down too much and he doesn't look up. That's kind of something that I tend to sacrifice to get the barbell peg, because of the head tilting is so much nicer to have, at least for me. So that's cool. Arms are going to go all the way around. They go in and out. Again, we got the gaps here, but that is to allow it to go all the way up like this, without any issues. There's a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows with a swivel at the wrist, ab crunch at the torso, waist swivel, legs will kick forward. They go back down, they go in and out barely. I mean, not even anything, so that sucks. There is a thigh swivel double jointed knees, boot cut shin swivel, as well as that ankle hinge. That these ankle hinges on these Mattels are insane. They don't even hinge. I mean, it does hinge. Let me not be dramatic, but it's super tight. Is what I mean. You know, super tight, which is cool. You know what? I prefer the tightness over the looseness. Let me not complain about it being loose and then complain about it being tight too. So definitely, I prefer the tight joint over the loose joints any day. And here we have him with the alternate head sculpt attached, and now you have an entirely different Ultimate Warrior. Check that out. It's pretty cool. Very nice. I dig it. I dig that there's a head swap like this. The head sits on there pretty tight too. You're gonna get a little bit less range out of this one because of the hair, but you still get some decent range or some decent movement for what it is. Alright, so here we have him next to the Ultimate release of Ultimate Warrior. I think this was an Amazon exclusive. But this is also a good way to see the comparison between a regular release Elite and an Ultimate released Elite. Here, it's mainly the articulation and the paint decos on the figure that you get more of. You get belts, you get more accessories. Although this Ultimate Warrior is an older release, which does have pinned elbows right there. We do get the butterfly joint since he is an Ultimate. We get an alternate head sculpt. We get the paint decos on the knee pads and the torso. And of course, you got the two belts right there. So pretty dope. I like this look. Of course, this is a classic, iconic look for Ultimate Warrior from a classic, iconic match. But it's also cool to see that the regular Elite looks just as good. I mean, it's not better, but just as good next to an Ultimate version. It's not like it's night and day or anything like that. Alright, so that's been your nice, quick, and easy edition review of the DINGO Warrior release, or Ultimate Warrior from Series 17 of Legends Elite figures. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If there are any wrestling fans out there, let me know in the comments section. And hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, guys, take care. Take it easy. Now we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.